In other news, a stunning and very upsetting admission today from the federal government. Thousands of Marines and their families drank toxic water over 3 decades at Camp Lejeune in North Carolina. And the tainted water may now be linked to hundreds of cases of cancer and other illnesses. David Martin now with one family's heartbreaking story.
Janie went through hell. And all of us who loved her, we went through hell with her.
Looking like the Marine Corps drill sergeant he once was, Jerry Ensminger poured out to a House committee his overwhelming grief and anger over the death of his young daughter from leukemia more than a decade ago.
Every time they stuck a needle through her bone in her hip to pull out bone marrow, I held her, and she screamed in my ear, "Daddy, Daddy, don't let them hurt me."
When Janie was conceived, Ensminger and his family were living at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Drinking tap water, a new federal health study says, was contaminated with toxins up to 40 times current safety standards. Chemicals from a local dry cleaner seeped into Lejeune's water for 3 decades. During that time, 75,000 people lived there, and some 20,000 children were born. The contaminants found in the water at Lejeune have been linked in scientific literature to birth defects and childhood cancers.
When we have military men and women serving our country and they have their families with them, they expect certainly safe water to drink. I think what's happened at Camp Lejeune is a real blight on all of us.
The Marines discovered the contamination in 1982, but allowed the families to keep drinking the water for another 5 years before they shut down all the wells. It took until the year 2000 to notify families who drank the water, a delay Ensminger cannot forgive.
What they have filled me with is a terrible resolve to expose their misconduct, their arrogance, and their incompetence.
850 former residents of Lejeune have filed claims totaling $4 billion for personal injury or death. But it will be another year before scientific studies determine whether the water can be blamed for what happened to Janie. David Martin, CBS News, The Pentagon.